We are starting it off on a new video today, and I have a few things I want to go over. First, I kind of want to look at Bitcoin and ETH, and then I'll look over a couple altcoins to fill the gap. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, press that bell button for notifications so you get these updates as they come out. If you are interested in trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow, so thank you so much. Aside from that, if you are interested in leaving a comment, leave it in the comment section below. I'll get back to you in the next one. And yeah, I will reiterate all this again at the end of the video. So give me patience and let's get started. Here is Bitcoin here on the weekly. Yesterday we had a little bit to the downside, and we are kind of consolidating under the bearish engulfing candle from last week. That's not the sign of health. We are low on buying. Today is Wednesday, so we would like to see midweek reversal possibility today, depending on how the CPI, PPI stuff comes out for the rest of the week. Keep in mind tomorrow ECB is going to be either cutting rates or holding rates. That is going to affect euro and dollar and JPY. So the forex markets are going to get some volatility, and in doing so, so will the equities. So just be prepared for volatile rebalancing of portfolios depending on what they decide. All right, so basically we are looking at Bitcoin coming into a major level of support over here at 52K. If we hold 52K, good. If we lose 52K one more time, I'm looking at low 40s. We've iterated this in the past. I can even show you the drawings we've been looking at. Okay, we're looking at this level where we had this wick over here to 48.5. If we can hold 48.5, great. If not, we're coming into this lower level over here. And worst case scenario, we have a capitulation event and we're going even lower. Okay, so levels are here. Feel free to look at it, mark it on your chart. It doesn't matter even if I tell you exactly how I want to trade. Unless you are doing what I do, it won't matter. So I wish you guys the best of luck in managing this, because you can see how deep of a dive it can be. So managing your risk is very important. 58,800 was my bottom for this triangle consolidation for the measured move to start playing out. You can obviously see we are under 58 and we're doing whatever we're doing, but volume wise you can tell it isn't anything exciting yet. If someone steps up with real money and starts market buying, they can have a short squeeze occur and really hurt some shorts when we get above 62. Okay, other than that, you are basically doing lower highs, and I know everyone wants to be bullish. Today is September 11th, so just be aware that this thing looks like a plane to me, and I don't know where this thing wants to land. Maybe over here, but if not, it could go lower just because a lot of people are losing faith in ETH. Now, let me go on a lower time frame and I can show you a few good things. Okay, so on a daily, like I was saying, the volume did come in. Today is the first day red candle bullish bearish engulfing. Depending on how we close today, if we can just close sideways and not eat into the 50% of this candle, which is around 55K, if we can close above 55K, the possibility of us opening above 55K for the daily close and then getting above 58K on the next daily close is there, and then we can literally just gun above 65K. So those are the things that need to happen for us to have a nice weekly candle close into Friday. Basically today not closing under 55, tomorrow closing above 58, and then obviously upside continuation from there, meaning that this wick was the low. We defended that low at this, and then now we have to touch into the resistance of 65. This is 58.8 is the line in the sand. When you start having 4-hour closes above, let's say 59,000, I would just start gunning for 68. I'm not gonna, all this middle stuff doesn't mean anything. The way how I see this happening, once we get above 58, you're not gonna try to take liquidity at the golden pocket. You're gonna try to take the liquidity of the all-time high. And what will happen is either you're gonna poke into the all-time high and reject, like equal high kind of situation, or you're gonna go take the liquidity, which is why I have this 81,000 here. If we hit this and reject, if we hit 81,000 and we reject, basically bull run is over. All right, all-time high liquidity taken, and then we can look for a 80% drop from that level. Oof. Well, I don't want it to go that low, but 80% drop. Obviously, we're not going to do 80% drop. Let's just say that. But yeah, it's going to be a nasty drop from around 80. 80% drop of like 20K or something like that. If it went from 100K, 80%, we would have been at 20K. So just, 50 to 80% blow off top. I have over here 21K mark, so I'm hoping we get to 100K and then have it. But yeah, this level here, 81K, is the major level resistance, and I just point that out to you. The warning of further downside will be if we lose first 48 and then 42. I don't really want to see us lose 42. I would like a wick and then just straight reversal. But the possibilities of whatever wants to happen can happen depending on what the people with money do. If people decide that they want to sell and panic, the crypto is the easiest liquidable asset. Like, you're going to get your money right away, as opposed to you waiting like 2 to 3 days for your share to sell after you sell them. So just be aware of that. The lower time frame, everything I showed you weekly. Here's monthly. Okay, monthly had the low, and we got a higher low right now. But this bearish candle underneath the body of the other candle is not giving me confidence for upside continuation. Is telling me that next month we might tickle down and then get that reversal. Like October might be the month of the reversal, not September. So just be aware that September month's end can go as low as it wants to. It's October that we want to put in the reversal if there was going to be a reversal. And yeah, I mean, that's basically all I have for you guys on Bitcoin. Now let me go to ETH and give you some data. ETH has a new upgrade coming. I just discussed that with the groups today. It's called based rollups. It's their solution for the L2s, basically cannibalizing their fees. And what that's going to do is give the stakers more profit, incentivizing them to basically not give up. And that's something that we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. First, let's go to weekly. Here's your weekly. Okay, a little bit healthier than Bitcoin, putting in that bottom off of the block and getting a little bit of a rise. Weak buying, okay, weak buying, but at least in the body of the candle, which I like. Today, though, on the lowest time frame, not looking great. I'm waiting for this 4-hour close to give us some bullish divergence for a possible reversal to the upside, okay? So we might be able to break above 24 something, depending on how this 4-hour closes. 8:30 is the data. What time is it right now? So we got 2 hours and 15 minutes for the data for some kind of reaction from that. Probably going to get some impulses into close, so be aware. Daily also bearish engulfing, not the best like posture for upside continuation. So 4-hour daily is bearish. Weekly is looking aight, but it's still rejection off the 50%. So this could be green for now, but at the end of the day, today could be red. Monthly, bearish. So basically, literally everything is telling you it's to the downside, except like your daily. Sorry, it was your weekly. Weekly was giving you some hope. So we're going to wait for that 4-hour close, and weekly is barely hanging out. We're going to wait for that 4-hour close. Full disclosure, I am short. I was short from yesterday. I even gave everyone the chart, and it was pumping in to the levels that I was trying to short. So it's like, of course, everyone was probably laughing at me while I was shorting, but then at the end of the day, it kind of rolled around. Unfortunately, it's starting to come to my attention that New York session is just becoming a grinder, and a lot of the moves are happening outside of that session. So just be aware, like, I hope you're watching you guys, like, price action per session and using that to your advantage. Recently, Asia session has been doing all the big impulsing, so just want to use that for your advantage. This is the trade I was trying to take off the monthly level over here at 2400. I actually shorted 2355 and I added into it. I didn't get the whole 2400 yesterday, but I did get like up to like 2070, something like that. I got out a little bit under 2055 because I was not expecting it to short squeeze that hard. Um, I got out at 2055 decent, and I held a little bit, and I have this little bit here because of the failure of the channel. So now on the 4 hour, if we do what I was saying, and we do make a poopy 4 hour close and impulse down, well, the target I'm looking for is 23 and then 2270. Basically the low of this level, and then if we lose that, I'm looking for the midline of the channel, the weekly, all the way over here at 2100. So, and that would take out this wick low. That would basically get everyone on the bearish side, but it's really just a grab of liquidity reversal situation. So this is how I'm looking at it, and this is how I'm trading it. I don't know what anyone else is doing or telling you guys, but like if you want to like manage your risk a little bit, you can have this little retail trend line here. But all I see is a head and shoulder here, and this little trend line is like a neckline for retail. But look, 1, 2, and this was ugly. Like how they did it, it was very, very annoying. It wasn't clean as normally. Like you had to work for it basically. Everyone who shorted 255, they probably thought, oh, we're gonna break out, we're gonna break out, and all the people who were longing into the resistance of the monthly probably just got trapped in that long over here and just got pushed all the way down. And you know what's funny? Yesterday above 255, I hedged long. So I did take a long. I got out of it at like 280, and then I added all that profit into my short, and I wrote it back down. And yesterday, all of you guys knew I was shorting. I gave you that little triangle with the measured move showing you straight where it's going. So this is the neckline. If it does this today and you get that break, it's going to Quasimodo its way all the way probably down here. Just because there's a lot of liquidity on this retail trend line going like this, and you just broke it. Not only did you break it, you just retested it. And now all the people who are DCAing long are probably going to get wrecked to the downside. So, yeah, I mean, that's just trading, I guess. If you don't know what you're doing, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to get caught in these moves. What do I want to delete here? I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. And basically, we're going to leave these silly trend lines, and we'll just trade off of that today. So we got this one trend line for resistance, okay, the shorting one. This one is your warning line, or like take profit, whatever you want to call it. This is your stop loss. And you can let this trade run for the rest of the day. I mean, I'm already in it, and my stop loss is above 24. So if we get above 24, I'm wrong. If we go to 100, I'm looking for like $100 per year. Like I want to trade for a $100 move. So I'm looking for us to get to like 2250. If we get there, that'd be great. I'm probably going to be out as per my strat, like 2270. I'll probably be out a majority of it. I'll keep a little bit, like 25% running for lower, because it does look mature enough to roll on over today. So I don't want to like get you guys bearish and stuff. I'm just being honest. Like this looks like you're gonna have a straight move down. As clear as this bear flag is, I hope that you guys can see it without me having to doodle on my charts like that. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I'm going to take a picture of this for ETH, and then for BTC, I'm going to take a picture for you guys. Image. And the good thing about the upgrade on ETH, it gives me hope and confidence again to kind of rely on this as an investment vehicle. They're working on the development of it, and I like that. It's not like, oh, they just swept that under the rug. Okay, so we're done with all of those, Bitcoin and ETH. Excuse me, cup of coffee. There's a few coins I want to go over now. One is Mintlayer, because we did this before and have not followed up on it, and it was a very decent coin. So here is Mintlayer. How ironic is that, boys? Last time we looked at this, we were calling for this to break down. As you can see, we were calling for this breakdown at this level over here. So how old this video is, ooh boy goodness. And what we did was we actually broke all the way down right back to the golden pocket, which is this 0.08, and you are literally defending that. Probably gonna break back up into 37 cents, guys. This is something you want to keep your eye on, because the next natural thing for it to do is test into its resistance. If it fails here, then you roll on over back under. Your risk can be right here, your stop loss. And you could ride this to the upside. Now, full disclosure, I don't own any of this. I'm not gonna probably buy or trade this because I have my own trading plan on ETH, and this is something that, I mean, I wasn't aware that it was at this level, like it's at the buy. So this is something you really want to consider if you are a altcoin accumulator. I will bring this to your attention, Mr. Javier. You probably are going to be one of the guys accumulating this. You and Gary in our group. Mintlayer done. Last one I want to go over is ORDS. It was another coin of ours that we did, and a lot of people were asking for a follow-up. And ironically enough, your short from 23 came into the order block that we were looking for, but it's in the buy zone now, and look at your golden pocket. So you're basically in the buy zone if you're gonna buy this for the long scalp, and you actually are underneath the golden pocket. You're actually underneath the golden pocket. Your risk is this -2. Obviously, you're not going to -2, but this is very low levels, and your volume is showing you a bullish divergence. I mean, if you're gonna take this trade, keep in mind here is the low of the low. That is the low of the low. So this has very interesting opportunity. Very like risk management wise, you know, it's like a penny is gonna be your risk, and then the reward potential, oof, if this is bottom, is at least at this level over here, 8 cents. So you have almost a 700-800% possible gain here. Download image. Yeah, I would be looking for a rounding bottom here, accumulation style, and then a breakup like that in an expanding wedge fashion. This is dead and gone. These are take profits, basically. This is a massive bull flag. Massive bull flag. Yowza. I don't know if this coin is going to come back to the levels that it is at, but if this thing actually has a use case, you're going to see, you know, potential, I mean, major opportunities, man. There's a potential here for you to make some good money. So that's all I wanted to point this one out. Let me download this picture for you guys. Okay, so this is ORDS. What's another coin that I could think of? Should we take a peek at Pepe? Oh, and Pepe is doing the same thing. You are coming into the buy zone of Pepe. I mean, this is normal Pepe, not Pepe. This right here on a weekly is showing you your selling basically is done and over. You are getting a little bit of a buy. The potential of this turning around is very, very possible, guys. I myself might have to consider buying into this. This is a lot of drawing and doodles. Let me go one time frame lower. This was the setup, and it is playing out. So keep in mind, Pepe is coming right into the buy zone over here, 66,880. It already tapped into TP1, came back into the buy zone. If you can hold this like everything else, you get upside continuation. So yeah, please, please, please keep in mind of the buying opportunity coming here on Pepe. I'm gonna download this. And that's basically all I have for you guys. I don't want to make this video too long, but a lot of good opportunities are coming up. Oh, ETH is up like 150% now. Yeah, so I guess ETH is doing its thing. If you guys have any questions or concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you guys get these updates as they come out. If you have any questions or you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. Aside from that, guys, I hope you guys are trading safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.